Conflict-sensitive development is really about being aware of unintended consequences. Unintended consequences of our work, things that, as one author put it, bite back, even with our good intentions, even with our best of designs and project plans. Often there are unintended consequences. There are conflicts that arise. There are outcomes that we don't expect. And this is what conflict-sensitive development is about. One of the things that's critical about our work is that as soon as we enter a conflict zone, our plan, our development plan, our peace building process or whatever becomes part of the conflict, whether we want it to or not. No matter how much we talk about neutrality and objectivity, it becomes part of the conflict, and therefore we need to begin to name that and identify that. So conflict-sensitive development is basically saying be aware of who you are, be aware of what you're bringing, be aware of what your organization is bringing, and what the unintended consequences of your work might be. It's to be aware of not only who you are and your organization, but also the context that you work in. And then to understand that the dynamic of those two could cause harm. And so in your plan and design, we're proposing that we need to be much more intentional about saying what are the pitfalls, what are the potential conflicts, and working at the best ways possible to avoid doing harm. Conflict-sensitive development is not a field of practice per se on its own. It's actually a lens, a framework with which we look at our peace building or development or humanitarian aid work and try to understand and hopefully prevent ruptures, conflict ruptures or violent ruptures from happening because of our work, which is often the case. And so we want to come in with as much sensitivity into a conflict zone and make sure that our work is building and building capacity, building not only peace in those broader terms, but capacity and structure that allows peace to be durable, allows structures and systems of governance and development and civil society efforts to be durable in the long run. Ever since the seminal work of Mary Anderson in 1999 around Do No Harm and the Collaborative Development Associates, CDAs, and many other folks who are now working on this, conflict-sensitive development has become a very important part of our work in peace building and our work as reflective peace practitioners. And that's why we make this one of the courses in the concentration of development and one of the critical courses in SPI. And that is to sensitize practitioners in the field to the potential for unintended consequences of their work.